Right, we've got another sharp power nozzle. This is the purple anti-hair wrap IZ202UKT. I've done similar models, so you may have seen them already, but I'm just going to go through quickly on this one because it is a slightly different model. Right, we're taking this button out. What I do, I got this tiny little flathead screwdriver. I press the button down, just get into there, and then it pops out. Spring. By pressing it down means that that doesn't catch on that, which stops it coming out so easily. As you see, we haven't done any damage. And then to put it back in, make sure the spring locates on the centre bit, and then it's literally pop one side in, and they should just, there we go, pop into place. So they're pretty straightforward to replace. They do break a lot though. There we go. Alright, if yours is a roller's not running freely or something, or you've got a light come on, a red light that's something, and this is stiff, then the first thing to check is, I always use a 50p or a 20p coin. Oh, that's already popped out. But you just undo them. Got a bit of an access strip. And by taking it out, you might have something that's stuck between the comb and the roller, which is stopping it from rotating, which is causing a red light. So before just chucking it away, throwing it away, just have a quick look. You may find it something just lodged in there that a minute of a time saves by the new hoover. Also for easy cleaning, makes it easier to get through there. If something's jammed, you can poke it down, and yeah. The wheels on this model are nice and easy to replace. There we go, just undo the screw and they just pop out. It's quite nice on this model that they do that. Other models you have to take a lot of it apart to get to them. There we go. And it's just a quick I do seem to get a lot of people asking what type bit I'm using. I think this is a T10, and it's quite good because on this model that's all you really need is a T10 little screwdriver, and it does most of the repairs on here. However, Shark do use different size screws occasionally. But generally T9, T10, T15 and T20s with the hole in the end. See, they got a hole in the end. Torx bits are generally the bits that are most common. Just trying to pull that screw out. Yeah. This one's, although used, you can see there's a screw down the bottom there. If yours is got loads of dust and debris there, you might not see it, so that's one that's can be hidden. But yeah, that's the main. That should be the top cover, and from the back they just lift up the rock and the clips. Right, as always, I like to do a little slow-mo, mainly so you can see exactly how the wires are sitting. Through my own experience, I've taken something completely apart without thinking about it, and then when you go and put it back together, you're not quite sure where the wire goes. So here we go. You can see the white wire goes down there, the black goes up and is over the top of it. Black goes to its connector, white goes over. Join the block pops. There we go. Bizarrely, look at them. The black one not very well fitted in. They don't usually come out that simply. And we'll just undo the white one. These have little metal blocks, and if you just push that in, it should pull out. There's a retaining little metal clip. So yeah, that's how they pull out. So that black one shouldn't have come out so easily. Right, that's the front light. So that can just pull out. I should have gone and got scissors, but well, that's come out nice and easy to do that clip. But if you've watched any of my other videos, you might have seen me mention that when I do this, I squeeze it tight that way, turn it around, squeeze it tight that way, and then go to release it. And they usually, not always, but they usually undo a lot better, a lot cleaner. There we go. Otherwise you'll still have your plastic will come over and you're left with this metal joining clip, which you then got to spend ages trying to release. Right. These wires literally just pull out, and this hose just needs releasing on this point. Probably would be better off with a bigger screwdriver at this time, but this one will do. There we go, it's just held in that way. Right. Board, one screw in the middle. We're still using the same bit, which is handy. And then there's just little clips. You do that side, it really pops out. That's the board. Gonna do those wires. You got. Now for doing your brush roll, we've got to take more of it apart. For doing the brush roll and changing the belt and everything, fortunately you've got to do quite a lot. I don't think you can do it without taking it apart. But four screws along the front. On this type you do not need to pop those wheels out. A lot of vacuum models, screws are hidden underneath the roller wheels, sometimes only one, but on this model there isn't. So these side caps next. These aren't so easy to bring out, but what I do, not a screwdriver, hold that, and then just, it's literally clipped in, see, and then clipped in at the bottom, so you got clips there, 2 clips there, that's how they're on. See, you'd struggle, you might, that's because we've released it, so you would have to undo it all to get to the belt. But we'll do this side cap first. This side I find the clips are more likely to break, so let's just take a bit more gentle. That's fine, we got it. There we go. Right, the other thing to remember is the seal underneath. So that light cover comes off now. There we go. And that needs to come off because it hides one of the screws. There we go. That comes away. Right. Then on the end, if you're only changing a belt, we'll do this. If you're only changing a belt, then I personally would leave the brush roll in place, unscrew the motor, and then you can, it does feed around. I'll probably missed that. We'll put it back on. As you can see, there you go. So if we're putting back on, you could just see it. Flip it this way, roll it around, it comes out, and it's basically the same for taking it off. And there we go. And you'd put your belt on, and it's easier for your motor to go back on rather than taking all that apart and tensioning it that way. Make sure both screws are lined up. Start a screw, start the other screw, make sure they're both in before tightening it, because then you've got a bit of a wiggle room. But always make sure that it runs freely. And then it's just removing the brush roll. Literally 2 screws and that cap comes off. And then this side there was that screw that was hidden by the light cover. And you only there we go. I don't think Shark do the spare bits for this, but I sell a lot of mine on eBay. As you can see, Shark always say, oh no, you can't replace them, you can't do this, can't do that, but you can. What you got to do is remember the seal. Okay, just pull it around a bit. So you got this seal. Goes around there. Now on this one, because it's pretty new, It is used, but it's pretty new. But I'm able to just pull the seal round off. But when yours gets older, a bit more brittle, you might need to just cut it and cut it. It just makes the seal stay in place better, because they can be a nightmare to put back. But once you've done that, it does pull out. There's always a bit of fluff, as you see. Good bearings, runs nice and smooth. If your motor's gone red light, don't always presume it's the motor, because it can be these that's jammed. So, you know, if it's jammed, sticking, that could be why you're going through a red light, not because you've got a problem with the motor. And then on these, that just pulls out. And for cleaning, you can undo the comb, undo those 3 screws, comb comes out. Don't know if you've seen that. 3 screws, remove the comb, and it makes it easier to clean. You know, if you're taking it apart, you might as well give it a good clean before putting it back together. Makes it look nice then. But anyway, that's it, taking it apart. Hope it helps, hope it saves throwing unnecessary things away. Right, thanks for watching.